It's a story that's going to continue on for weeks and months. We're going to turn back to our coverage of Helene and the storm's aftermath. The massive storm was particularly devastating in my home state of North Carolina, where search and rescue efforts are still underway. More than a week after the storm ravaged the southeast. And our next guest was rescued along with her family from the rooftop of her home in Swannanoa, North Carolina. Stephanie, Zara, thank you so much for joining us.
Of course.
How are you and your family doing right now?
You know, I keep telling everyone that we're taking it hour by hour, which is a good, I feel like that describes things best. We're doing okay. We're with family in South Carolina, hanging in.
Can you share with us exactly what happened? And, you know, you're in situations like that. You have minutes, sometimes less, to come up with a plan. What's going through your mind as floodwaters are rushing into your home so quickly?
We were in complete panic. So I was able to get a distress call out to 911 when the water started rushing in. And I got through about 8:45, and we've determined we had, in about 30 minutes, we were already on the roof. When I got through, they were telling me they were overwhelmed with calls, and they just told me to get to high ground. I said, I'm going to go in the attic. And they said, okay, go in the attic. And that was it. They said they hung up. Once we first got our children in the attic and then our pets, and my husband, when he realized he got us all up there, he realized we could not stay. So he started to try to open our doors. They were jammed. So it was just complete action on his part. He found a window, and that's how we swam to escape.
Oh my goodness. So you've gone up as high as you can go to the attic, and you realize that's not safe anymore either. And you guys, the doors are jammed, you can't get out, you find a window, and then you swim. Is the water just rushing? And how old are your kids? How are you holding on to them?
Oh, it was by a complete miracle. I have a 7-year-old and a 2-year-old, just turned 2. And my husband had my baby. My 7-year-old has just learned how to swim. We're in swim lessons. The window we had to climb out of is there. You see in the picture, it's above our washer and dryer. It's a small window. By the time we made it there, I couldn't even see my washer and dryer, and I was stumbling into them because of the sheer panic. Just trying to climb, over, realize that, oh my gosh, I'm climbing into my dryer at the moment and over it. But yeah, my husband, amazingly, we got the children out first, and then I got out and we swam to our back porch, and we have a railing along the edge, and we were already just all hanging onto the railing. And that's when we were deciding on how we were going to get to our roof.
So you get up to the roof, and then about how long are you waiting there before you spot some neighbors on kayaks that are helping you?
Right. So when we immediately got out of the window, I told my 7-year-old, I said, start screaming for help as soon as you get out. So both him and I were just screaming, help, help. And they heard us, but they could not get to us. We realized that they could not gain access. So we figured we were up there, me and my kids, for a few hours, and then my husband for a couple more hours, because when they came to rescue, he chose for them to rescue others before him. So yeah, it was quite a time on the roof.
Oh, where do you think you'd be this Saturday morning, without your hero neighbors? And what's your message for them?
I'm beyond grateful for my community, and we would not be here without our neighbor, John, specifically, who had the kayaks and had the forethought to rush into action. And he trained another neighbor on the spot how to use the other kayak. And they just immediately, it was like they were just a rescue group. It was amazing what they did for us.
What's life like for your neighbors right now? Or did they make it? Your other neighbors?
I have heard, I believe that everyone has been rescued. There was some fear of lost neighbors, but I believe everyone has been accounted for. Hopefully, there's a couple I haven't heard from, but I still think they're okay. But yeah, it's just right now, the fact that the way our neighborhood got wiped out, it's only the few houses on the end of the street. Thank the Lord, the houses above us were saved. So our community is just coming together, and we're all a big family now.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.